Will I be going home today?
No, you will not be going home today. And are you Ms. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Smith, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Charged with taking a weapon from an officer as a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication. If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. To the offense is charged in the indictment. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Will I be going home today? Or does it take like a while for like to?
No, you will not be going home today.
Okay, how long does it?
I mean, you don't have a home. You told me you're homeless.
But I'm saying, will I have to wait for like?
Just let me read this.
Sure.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just asked the court, consider honoring the plea agreement as Ms. Smith has indicated. She is homeless. She's going to work services, and work food programs. She's had, some mental health issues, and want to get assessed and, provided with a treatment option. Also, Judge, she has cooperated with the state in other cases. And so there's definitely some I believe will feel probation.
Mr. Vale, could you please keep your voice up? I couldn't quite hear you.
And so we're asking the court just go ahead and honor the agreement of the parties, Judge, place on trial.
All right. So why are you homeless?
Marital issues and where I was at, we caught a charge, an assault charge in our marriage, but where I was at, I wasn't on the lease. And so with that, I guess disturbance of where we were at, because it was a house with rooms rented out, there were other tenants and it was disruptive. So I could have stayed, but I would have been going against his terms. I would have been going against my own terms as far as us not being able to be together at that time.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 in Fort.
Where's your family?
I have family in Fort Worth. I have my aunt here and my stepdad here, but because I do have a history of drinking, I don't really have anywhere stable to be at without them trusting that I won't drink.
All right. Do you have any children?
I have stepchildren in my marriage.
All right. What's your mental health diagnosis?
I have schizoaffective depressed type and manic depression with psychosis.
Other than alcohol, what have you used?
I have smoked weed, mags, I've done meth. Meth is my go-to on the streets. As far as being on the streets, that's why I do need shelter. I need some. I know I've been in Haven for Hope, and they've helped. It's just I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? But that is one place that I would like to go back into. I was in the jail outreach program there, so it's kind of like you report there too.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been years.
All right. So how are you supporting yourself?
I'm on the streets. I panhandle.
What's your criminal history?
Lately it's been criminal trespass because with me being homeless, I try not to move around too much. So I generally just stay in that area just because it's safe for me.
All right. So what is her criminal history? Does anyone know?
She has just a misdemeanor history, Judge. This is her first felony offense.
This took a while.
And that's why they were recommending deferred. Yeah, she's been incarcerated the whole time since she was picked up on this charge.
And Your Honor, as far as I can tell, it is just misdemeanor history.
Yes, ma'am. This is my first felony.
Yeah, there was a felony that was reduced to a misdemeanor, but
Okay. Any violent history?
it was an assault.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your violent history?
I do have a previous, it was an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon dropped down to an assault. And then I have 2 other assaults, one in Tarrant County, I believe it was, Cold Spring. And another one here.
Are they misdemeanors?
Yes, ma'am. They're all misdemeanors.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. 4 years deferred adjudication, $500 fine to probate it. Take in consideration 2022 CR 6751. There's to be no contact with the Quick Trip Store, number 4007 at 310 San Pedro, San Antonio, Texas, 78212. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived.
Okay.
This is the order in which I want things probation. 1, a referral to felony drug court. 2, DDRF. 3, TAP evaluation. And felony drug court should accept her. If felony drug court doesn't accept her, then we'll see what the DDRF says. If they don't accept her, then we'll do the TAP evaluation and we'll come back here and I'll make a decision on where she should be. Felony drug court is a great program. It's one-stop shopping. They'll
Okay.
take care of mental health issues. They'll take care of drug issues. They'll take care of housing issue. They'll take care of employment issues as far as getting you on track with your life. So you need to be as honest with them as you've been with me, and they'll accept you. All right. There is going to be field visits 2 times per month. And the conditions I'm giving you, if you're accepted to felony drug court, they're going to be in charge of the conditions. So they may do something different than what I've done.
Okay.
Once you go to felony drug court, I'll only see you for 2 reasons. 1, you've graduated and you want to tell me, thank you so much for sending me there. I got my life in order and I'm in touch with my family again.
Yes, ma'am.
Or 2, they bring you back here because they say, we tried. She didn't want it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until further notice. And so what that means is your husband, whoever it is, if the children are with you all and he needs to do a grocery store run, you need to tell him you're going to have to take the children with you because I'm not allowed to be around the children by myself. You understand? Probation, is there anything else that she needs?
No, Judge.
All right. Is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
I noticed you said 15 days of employment. I do not have any type of ID, like no ID, no social.
Oh, they're going to take care of that.
Okay, I
All
just
right.
wanted you to know that personally. So if they can be like, she don't have a job by 15, at least you know that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. This is what I require. I require that people are to make sure that they are seeking employment. So if people don't have employment, you got to show proof that you've been out there hustling, trying to get employment. Oh, and also probation, I'm going to want a MIC evaluation as well.
Is that, well, see, that's, I thought it was DDRF, but
Yeah, DDR,
so
MIC,
is that gonna come after the drug court evaluation or?
yes, after. So I'm at 1, felony drug court, 2, MIC, DDRF.
Okay.
And she's going to remain in custody until those are done.
Yes, ma'am.
So today is Monday, last time I checked.
Okay.
If this is sent to felony drug court today, they'll probably see you this week or at the latest next week on Monday.
Okay.
Be completely honest with them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything from either side with regards to sentencing? Anything else?
Nothing pro tem defense, Judge. The approval of the
All right, thank you. Show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, is there anything else?
I think that's good.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Smith,
Yes, ma'am.
you're gonna have to change your ways. I always tell everybody that I'm in the twilight of my life. They tell me I'm not, but really I have more of my life behind me than in front of me, right? We deduct from our life on this planet when we do bad things, right, to our bodies. Not exercising. That may take a couple of years off your life. Not eating right. That may take a couple of years, maybe just 1 year off your life, right? But if you're out there using drugs, that takes a lot of time off on your life and it ages you. And the fact that you don't know what people are putting in the drugs because it's not FDA approved. Like, there's a rat running around pooping on the drugs. People are like, well, let's just put it in there because they're not going to throw it away and say a rat got in this. You never hear on the news about people who make drugs that they won the blue plate special award because they don't care, right? So you're going to have to do better. Otherwise, you're going to shorten your life significantly. I don't want to hear about you on the news,
Right.
dead from drug overdose.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Leslie Gloria. Thank you. All right, Miss Gloria, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Leslie Nicole Gloria who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 12289W for the offense of continuous violence against the family on November 12, 2019 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Judge, it's violation of condition number 14 on or about the 27th day of June, 2022 in Bell County, Texas. The defendant, Leslie Nicole Gloria, did then and there fail to complete 80 hours of community service restitution in violation of condition number 14.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State?
Judge, the agreement is
The other allegations?
Judge, we're waiving the other allegations.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
Subject.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 14, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 14? Court will find violation of condition number 14 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge, it's 2 years TDC and a no contact order with Patricia Hernandez Rodriguez.
Is that the agreement? Defense?
One second. I believe we have an agreement on that with no harmful or injurious contact. She was the grandma of my client's.
Well, I mean, that can be accomplished through a third party, because here's the issue. Has your client completed the BIPP course? All right, so what has she done on probation where I should follow this agreement of giving her the minimum? Has she done anything since she's been on probation? Other than go to Bell County without permission, allegedly, and pick up a new assault, allegedly? I mean, what has she done since she's been on probation that I should give her the minimum sentence?
Well, Your Honor, she's been on probation for some time. I mean, this is her first MTR, so she's largely stayed with that. So the trouble, the circumstances of this are a little.
But what has she done? Because I've stayed out of trouble. I mean, you stayed out of trouble. So other than that, because my mom always tells my brothers, you don't get a cookie because you don't belong to a gang and you're not doing drugs and you're staying out of trouble. That's something you're supposed to do anyway. It's sort of like when people say, I pay my child support. You're supposed to be doing that.
Yes, Your Honor. She's completed her parenting course, been reporting regularly. I understand. Never- I've done very well.
And see, here's the thing,
Yeah.
like somebody else is taking care of her children. So is Child Protective Services involved? Yeah. So why doesn't mom have the children? I'm sorry, she's the mother. I'm sorry, your grandmother the grandmother is your mother.
One of the things that makes this a little bit more complicated than normal, Your Honor, is that the complaining witness is the father on her, and there's also cases where she's witness and father has been self-involved. So it's put it back.
So who is the father? Is this Julian Castro? All right. Anything else? Are you all going with the no harmful or injurious contact?
Yes, Judge. And then also I did leave out, we're taking into consideration the new case.
All right. So just before we take in consideration of the new case. So can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Gloria.
All right, so does your mom want to have contact with you? Look in your heart, honestly. Sometimes, moms will have contact with you because you're their sibling and they have to. But do they want to?
I believe she does.
All right. All right, and then are you still with Julian Castro? All right. All right, and what are you taking in consideration?
Judge, it's CM 100166.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the prison. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Patricia Hernandez Rodriguez. And I'll note for the record, the plea agreement was for her to have, the original plea bargain agreement was for her to have no harmful or injurious contact with Patricia Hernandez. But I'm going to take in consideration CM 100166. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Julian Castro. Give you credit for any time served. And are you asking the court to follow this agreement? I forgot to ask you that.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
I think those are things we have drawn.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, and also because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. How old are your children?
2 years old.
He's 2. You keep getting into trouble at the jail. Is this a good way for him to start out?
No, ma'am.
So here's the thing. Your mom is taking care of the 2-year-old. Julian Castro, I'm being told he's at the Bexar County Jail. Obviously, this is not a good match. Your child needs someone in their life that they can look up to. They don't need people bringing chaos. A 2-year-old, their life is pretty easy right now if they don't have parents bringing chaos and drama and trauma into their life. If you're not going to get your life together, stay out of your mom's life, stay out of your son's life, because they don't need that chaos on their doorstep. Because otherwise, what's going to end up happening, because children imitate what they see, and your 2-year-old is going to end up at the Bexar County Jail or in prison somewhere. So when you look at a photo of your 2-year-old, ask yourself, do I want him to end up at the Bexar County Jail or in prison like me? And your answer to that question should be no. And so that means that you probably shouldn't be in his life and let your mom raise him. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And how tall are you to go around hitting people?
4'11",
Come on, you got to do better. How old are you?
32
All right. So when are you going to plan on getting your life together?
now.
All right, yeah, you need to get your life together. And before you bring another human being into this world, you need to make sure that you have a job, make sure that you're not using drugs, and make sure that you're choosing the right persons to be in your life. Because the same way you all keep hitting each other, what happens if your 2-year-old is around and he sees that, or somebody accidentally bumps into him and he ends up getting seriously injured? He doesn't need it. He should be worried about, let me learn how to read, let me learn how to tell time. You understand? So what the best thing you can do for your mom when you get out of prison, don't come knocking on her door, because she and the 2-year-old are already going to have a set schedule. Don't come knocking on her door, living with her, bringing drama into her household. Get your own place, send her money to help support your child, send gifts. And then later, once you have your life together, you can probably be introduced into his life, not as his mother who took care of him, but just as his biological mother. You understand what I'm saying? All right, good luck to you.
Ayanna Smith appeared before Judge Stephanie Boyd in Behar County, Texas, facing a third-degree felony charge of taking a weapon from a law enforcement officer. The charge carried a potential sentence of 2 to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. During the hearing, Smith entered a guilty plea and applied for deferred adjudication community supervision. Judge Boyd took time to personally speak with Smith, learning she was 30 years old, homeless due to a difficult marriage situation, and had been diagnosed with manic depression with psychosis. Smith also disclosed a history of alcohol use and prior misdemeanor offenses. Rather than moving forward with incarceration, Judge Boyd crafted a structured path forward. She placed Smith on 4 years of deferred adjudication and referred her to felony drug court, a program designed to address mental health, substance use, housing, and employment all in one place. Judge Boyd encouraged Smith to be completely honest with the program and expressed genuine hope for her future.